begin. Gonna make you wish I stayed gone. Too on in when I'm done. Your scratchical will know. Oh, this will be fun. Yo, this is the drunken leprechaun that react to this.
And lack of self care. And I'm hoping that it's not too late for me this time. I ain't been to the store in 2 years, maybe more now, I guess. I went to the post office once and that was hard. I went to urgent care and I thought my legs were gonna give out from under me. Because I had to stand there the entire time after walking in. I kept just looking back at the chair and just praying that I could just.
Yeah, when people promote healthy at any size, this what you get. People think we can eat so much and again do the same thing, and she having trouble. Honestly, I thought this be something she say some stupid shit, and probably in the previous video, probably in the future video, she probably will. But this one seemed like she actually telling the truth.
Make it another second until she was done with me. You know, I I can't even I couldn't even probably go check the mail right now. Between, the growth I have in my fupa, so not my apron, but my pelvic region.
Yeah, I just don't know what a fupa is. I call it for a long time. I call it just your private shade, and oh, that is just disgusting. Fucking on men and women. It just really. I can't believe people let themselves go that bad. But food is still an addiction. But well, unlike booze, cigarette, and drugs in general, you actually need food to survive, and you have to live. Um, you actually have to manage your food addiction for the rest of your life.
It's about 30, 40 pounds now. I go in January to see what it is because apparently there has been a big misunderstanding.
Oh, did she say her fupa is 40 or 50? Oh, fuck. I can't imagine carrying that around. And I can pick up with one hand maybe 150 pounds. I mean, more.
Where my doctor thought I was having issues with my apron, but no, it is the growth below that I have to physically move when I walk. Anytime I roll or move or anything, I have to adjust it. And I can't wear.
Oh, goddamn. I feel so terrible for this woman. I hope, and this was 2 years ago. Is she not with us anymore? If she isn't, that is sad.
Wear my leggings or shorts anymore. I'm out of breath constantly. Um, and I wish I knew the cost of
Well, I do get out of breath. Only when I want. I need to work on my cardio.
eating. I wish I knew the cost of the comfort at the time that I was seeking. And I just want this to be a warning to other people.
Okay, I've been just looking at her mouth because what the hell is that? Do anyone know? Can you tell me?
That just need to hear the hard truth, you know, that if you keep it up,
Did she? Is she not around anymore? I just noticed. Rest in peace. Uh, rest in peace. Get back on the and don't give up. Never too late. Alright. I don't see. Is she dead?
and you keep, you know, gaining and not taking care of yourself and moving around and doing what you need to do, you know, your health is going to decline. Possibly, you know,
I
this is
thought
my
this was
experience.
recent,
But you know, my health declined.
but
You know, I can, I do what I need to do, you know, to take care.
if she is deceased, I'm keeping. I'm putting this in the video because people need to know this lifestyle is not healthy. Yeah, I like eating food, but you need to like food you like. If it like fast food and all that, if it not actually like snacks and all that, if it's not really healthy, and even if it is, you need to eat it in moderation. The hell?
Care of my husband and stuff still, and I make things work, and I can do the things that I need to
She got a husband? Is he a fetal?
do, but they're very, very hard. Um, you know, I had to have help trimming my toenails the other day because I felt so out of breath trying to lean over and do my toes. Um, there's just a lot that is taken away from me, and I
Oh.
want you to know that it's not worth it. Food's not worth your life. And
She telling um the truth. I'm gonna before I end this, I'm gonna look and see if she is deceased because this is this is really fucking sad if she is. She ate so much and it put her in the grave. This is this is making me tear up.
and I really hope that I can turn it around this time because it's really scary how bad things can get.
Okay, let me exit out. Yeah, her last video was 2 years ago. And did she pass away? Oh, what it seems she did. What? this is sad. Yo, this is the Drunken Leprechaun Damon, and this is the first episode of TikTok, Crazy TikTok Monday. Basically, I'm gonna react to people saying shit we would say, hey, the man in white, you need to get this person crazy. But I watched this.
So upset. I'm so upset. Hey, I have a message for my fellow doctor, the doctor that she was referring to in the video. We'll just call him Dr. Chad. So if you're not Dr. Chad, just keep scrolling. Excuse me? Did you really? Because we need.
Okay, I'm not coming at her for this because I had the same issue. Because my memory is shot for hell. But she is a doctor who you can see in the video her lips are crack. I mean, really? I don't even think mine is that bad. But damn.
We need to have a discussion because that's not okay. Okay? You don't get to.
What is not okay is you being a doctor and can't take care of your lips. The fuck. And also, how much do doctors make? Fuck. She can't get her teeth fixed too? What the fuck?
Body shame and be completely rude and misogynistic and fat phobic to someone who is coming to you for help.
Okay, you say fat phobic. In the video show, it kind of seemed like the girl take the whole seat. So she probably is 250 or maybe 300 pounds, probably even more. Yeah, I'm not gonna say she 400 pounds because she don't really look like it. But and if she average height for a woman, probably like 5'6", around my height. I am not for sure. 5'8.5" to 5'10". I don't know. But if somebody big like that come with like an issue, and mostly people who have that issue tend to be overweight, you probably would say, yeah, you might want to lose some weight and see if that the issue.
Help. Okay? First of all. Second, you're showing your ignorance by telling someone that because they are overweight, they should not be eating.
And you showing your ignorance when I I don't know what the doctor actually said, but me actually going to doctor and fucking have some common sense doctors. He probably say, it might you might to be need. I can't talk. You might need to lose some weight because that might be your issue. You might not want to eat as much as you do. And she just come out and say he said that. Oh, honey, do you even know exactly what you're doing? Because plus when you say fat phobia, when even with the one video you show, they're obvious she at least 250. I mean, fuck. And people have died because complication because they are overweight. the dude who I watched, he called himself the Angry Bald Man. Um, Alan, I think Robertson. I think I know that Alan, but he always say gravity do exist, and this, yeah, gravity do exist, honey. And you're a doctor, you should know this.
Okay, that's not based on medicine or science or.
Yes, if you Ian Shack, I think he's 6'10", or maybe 7'3". He close to 7 foot or over 7 foot, and he say he need to lose weight when he was like 300 to 350 pounds because he was having issues. I mean, fuck. I didn't mean this, but look. Oh, she looked like, I paused it like, oh, she fucking crazy as shit. I just noticed that. What the fuck? Okay, let her finish.
Real life. I hope you and all the other fat phobic doctors can't sleep at night because your fitted sheets just pop right off your mattress all night.
Okay, honey. Is it the time of the month? And I will watch the one and react to that. I will put that after this.
The GI doctor, and I've been struggling with like abdominal cramping for months now, and no doctor will.
Okay. I was right. You barely can see the seat. This doctor went out her way to show. Oh, you can't tell this woman is obese.
Well, like, listen to me. So I finally got this new GI doctor that I had to fight for, and I told him that I haven't been eating because it.
Okay, she did say it was a dude, so.
Causes pain, and like I'm in pain when I eat. And he looked at me and had the audacity to say, maybe that's not such a bad thing.
Okay, if you have trouble eating, you wouldn't be that big. You would lose a lot of freaking weight. Right off the bat, I can tell she is not telling the freaking truth.
I'm so upset. I'm so upset.
Okay? It's obvious both of them are lying as shit. Oh, alright.
Just because I'm fat, that doesn't invalidate the things that I say. Just because I'm fat, that doesn't. Just because I'm fat, that.
It's cuffing season and all the boys be needing.
Need a fat girl, want a fat girl, give me a fat girl. I ruined my life with food, binge eating.
Oh. Yo, this is the Drunken Leprechaun Demon. Let us react to this. is not dating a trans woman. Well, if you don't like dick, then no. Maybe that is a simple.
Is not dating trans women transphobic? Yeah, it definitely can be. It depends on your reasoning, though. Like, I've heard someone say it was like really important to them
Oh
to have
shit.
biological children between them and their significant other. And it's like, who can really get mad at that? But when someone says they're just not attracted to trans women, I feel like they're not saying what they're actually trying to say, because I feel like that's impossible to be.
He. I like watching Bear White. When I first watched her, I didn't know she was a trans woman. I thought she had that um fan fine from the nanny voice that acted just that squeaky even thinking of it kinda give me nightmares. But then when she was okay, not even my type. When I thought she was actually a biological woman, then find out she called herself a trans woman. I said, wait a second. That I listened again. I said, oh shit, I'm happy. I didn't find her attractive. No, a lot of trans women look like women, but at the same time, not attractive. And some would look like women, but not attractive. But okay, maybe that is just me.
To be true, because whether you want to admit it or not, there are trans women on this earth who are significantly more attractive than the vast majority of cis women. Like, whether you want.
Okay, he got a point there. I know some women are highly not attractive and compared to Blair White, but that don't mean you are attracted to them. So if some trans woman can be better looking than some biological woman, I don't know why he say cis. I don't know, but that don't mean the person who won't date them are attracted to the biological woman too. So that's
Want to date them or not, whether you like them or not, it's just how it is. They're here on this earth amongst us, okay? Some of y'all be trying to play like Where's Waldo with it, but no one told you what Waldo looks like, so you just point around, pointing the finger at Ray.
even some passing trans woman, you can tell, but they're just like slight detail. But sometimes you can't. I would give it to it. Some you can, but a lot, especially in this time, a lot you can tell. Some just straight up still have fucking facial hair, not even fucking trying. So they're just like, I think we're maybe like a couple percent of people who is trans, and like a fraction of that, not maybe 1% of that, maybe 2% of that actually do pass.
Random cis women even. Like, y'all can't tell. That's what my point is. What I'm saying is nobody's transdar is accurate enough for you to prevent the situation where you find a trans woman attractive thinking that she was a cis woman. Now, granted, if you find out she's trans and you don't want to deal with her, in theory that's okay, but what's your reasoning? If you're like, ugh, gross, you're a man, oh, that's obviously transphobic and obviously very offensive. However,
No, it's not. Because he thought the person was a biological woman. And down to it, to me, it just seemed like you dating a dude. Oh, in a relationship with a dude. Because what I know about how they do with the penis, with cutting in half and make it into basically a hole. But if the person didn't have the surgery, you still fucking a dude. He have a dick. I mean, what the fuck? I don't care if it passed him. It still have a dick. I, I believe Blair White still have a whole dick. So, hey, if it pass, I would call what I think you are. So, obvious Blair White pay like how much money to look like a woman. I'm gonna call her a woman. Some people I disagree with look like a woman. I call her she or he or whatever the hell it look like. But we compare if they had the bottom surgery or not. Let us see if he said it. If he not, then he kind of being a hypocrite because. Let me go back. Let me see if he actually said it. I missed it. Right there.
Then you don't want to deal with her. In theory, that's okay, but what's your reasoning? If you're like, "Ugh, gross, you're a man," oh, that's obviously transphobic and obviously very offensive. However, if you're like, "Yo, the downstairs equipment, I'm not comfortable with that in the bedroom," you know what I mean? So I must yield. Like I feel like that's very respectful and not transphobic.
Okay. He did say it, and he not being a hypocrite. Okay, but you still dealing with even if it had the bottom surgery. If you don't want to deal with a dick, with still calculation a dick. So if you don't want to deal with that, then I can't say you're a transphobe and what? Oh, transphobic. The phobic is the scale of it. I still don't understand this. Because what I know, people who get called that is not scared of them, it just don't want to fuck them. Mostly. Oh, you can't even say if people transphobic if it just straight out hate them. Me, hey, you do you, boo. I don't give a fuck. But so he did say what I say if it downstairs. But I disagree because with he say if it have the bottom surgery because down to it it's still a dick. If you don't mind that is then okay. But if you do and you say I don't want to deal with no dick, then yeah, you not. About mostly in my then if you want to deal with a dick or not.
Two good examples I gave you were things you could say to somebody whether they're trans or not. Like there could be a cis woman who comes to you who happens to be infertile. You're like, ah man, I want to have biological kids. That's why it's not transphobic. Hey, I'm not trying to mess with what's in your pants. You can say that to anybody. But if your reasoning for not wanting to date a trans person is simply because they are trans, that is by definition transphobia. The problem here is putting these kinds of people.
Again, what I just said. And he kind of said it because you don't want to deal with the bottom part. Even if it had the bottom surgery, it's still calculating a dick. Because I think it make the dick a little small and make it into a edge. Because we had to use a skin to make it into a vagina. But it's still calculating a dick. If you don't want to deal with a dick, then yeah. But if you're on the fence, say maybe, maybe not, and then and you say no, she a trans, and you don't want, and you don't mind dealing with a dick, especially if you have fuck a dude, then yeah, maybe.
Under the same umbrella. Like it's one thing to say, hey, I don't typically date this kind of person, but for you to say, oh, like I refuse to date any of this kind of person ever, Obviously, that's going to sound problematic whether you mean it like that or not, and I feel like you all know that. That's why with
Okay. I'm not gonna deal with a trans woman at all. Well, my fiance is a biological woman, so I don't have to actually be in that situation. But if I was single and I was dating, I wouldn't, because down to it, I don't want to deal with a dick. Even if it have a bottom, so it's still a dick in my opinion. And if you say, "Oh, we're not," then yeah, fine. In your opinion, it's not. But about what the person think. Do it count it as still a dick, or do it count it as a pussy?
the whole bi thing, like there's literally no reasoning that they have for not wanting to date bi men as opposed to straight men outside of the man being bi. So clearly, there's some sort of aversion to bi men. I don't.
Did he say woman or trans woman?
Man being bi. So clearly, there's you all know that. That's why with the whole bi thing, like there's literally no reasoning that they have for not wanting to date bi men as opposed to straight men outside of the man being bi. So clearly, there's some sort of aversion.
Okay, let me listen again, because I'm not sure.
Reasoning that they have for not wanting to date bi men as opposed to straight men problematic whether you mean it like that or not, and I feel like you all know that. That's why with the whole bi thing, like there's literally no reasoning that they have for not wanting to date bi men as opposed to straight men outside of the man being bi. So clearly,
Okay, if it woman, even trans woman, I would toss in. Oh, I hate when that. I had to fix that. But I will even say for a trans woman, some people don't want those. If you want to just date, like, say what he say, bi man. If you don't want to date a man who have done shit with dicks, that acceptable. But you'll perfect. I can't say I have a speech impediment. That what you look at in for. That fine. Some women will, but at the same time, they don't want to deal with a man who have done with shit with dicks. So, but let's let him go off. So far, I disagree with him with like some things, but so far this is not what this um video's about. It's about like crazy ones. So far, I found two people who is not really crazy.
there's some sort of aversion to bi men. I don't know why people can't put two and two together. Someone was in the comments like, "Oh, like I don't want to date an addict, so does that mean I have a problem with addicts?" Like, yes, like clearly you see something in addicts that you don't like. Someone else was like, "Oh, if I don't want to move into a rat infested house, does that mean I have a problem with rats?" Yes. And what's crazy is they're all clutching on to this, "Oh, you know, it's just a preference. Preferences."
Yeah, mostly why I said, yeah, they might have a problem with it because maybe they don't want to deal with dicks, or men who have done shit with dicks. So I disagree with him with call it like phobus or what the fuck. But down to it, I really don't disagree with him with this.
Blah blah blah. They're clutching onto that. But wait until you see a man say that he doesn't date dark skinned women. What are they going to say? Is that a preference? Because I've never seen that narrative spread when someone says that. And the crazy thing about this whole debacle is nobody's begging anybody to date anybody. People are just saying people are homophobic. Like,
Well, I usually date girls who usually is interested in me, and my fiance, she is the lightest skin girl I ever dated. I was like, bitch, you still dark as shit. And fuck, I'm Caucasian, so Well, she's still darker than my ass. Fuck, he's still darker than my ass.
Like the comprehension skills of like half of this app are so low. Nobody is campaigning for you to date anybody, okay? Bi people do not care about whether or not you date them. Trans people do not care about whether or not.
Actually, some literally have fit. I'm not talking about bias, but trans women literally have fit on TikTok, on YouTube. I mean, literally, they do. So I'm disagree with him with that. Not all, but fucking some. Yeah, fucking have fucking hissy fit. What the fuck?
You date them, they have more pressing matters to worry about, like being unalived, assaulted, and harassed at alarming rates. But of course,
In the U.S., no, but with the place with the hijab, yeah. Well, the law is. I'm not gonna go in there, but they really don't like them. They probably won't like him either, because he he probably go in the bi because he might be bi. So
if you get on the
oh,
internet and say something
okay.
homophobic, biphobic, or transphobic, people are going to call you out. Like, what are you confused about? Like,
And people gonna call out people who just being crazy and saying shit is transphobic women not. But this, uh, I like I disagree him with like something, but basically he say what I say for most of the video. Besides, I disagree with him saying that like this is transphobic, but mostly yeah, people have problem with trans people like in dating because they don't want to deal with dicks. They have problem with bi men because they don't want a man who deal with dicks. Oh, gay men don't want a man who deal with another man who have done shit with pussy. So it does what they want. So